Hi, friends. Good morning. Welcome to Saturday in the studio. I don't know about you, but Saturday is my favorite day of the week. I look forward to stamping with you today. And this afternoon, I'm going to do something kind of funny as purse bingo. And my mother-in-law, I think she says this every time, but she says, I have a feeling that someone's going to win today. I'm like, well, someone is going to win, but hopefully it's one of us. But she said, I have a feeling it's going to be one of us. So she's just so sweet. Anyway, I look forward to that, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday as well. Today, I'm going to share with you a sweet or stamp set and dies called framed florets. You may have seen them. They are new out, brand new, and you can get them from now until January 4th. So let me show you those. I'll push all this on the side here. All right, so here is the framed floret stamp set. It's really, really pretty. I love the wishes for a beautiful birthday, thank you, friend, special person day, all these different phrases. And of course, I always tell you this, I love when there's script and bold that or print. That I just like that. And then there's these pretty flowers and leaves, all different kinds of combination of flowers. But the best part about this stamp set, we do have dies to cut out the flowers, but the best part, and leaves, the best part are these right here, in my opinion. So these dies are...
Great frames.
Pardon?
Great frames.
Great frames, yeah. They are great frames. So let me I die cut a couple of them just to show you, and obviously we're going to use some of these, but there's this one, which also cuts out the middle like that. Okay, so that's fun, right? Look how pretty that is. I just think it's really, really pretty. Let me move that over. And then we have this one that gives this nice, like, I'll hold it still. Hopefully I can pick it up as I move it. It has a little ridges on the edge, so that cuts out that with this in the middle. So that comes out of the middle of that. So already I have lots of fun ovals. And then the last one that's really fun is this one. Look at, I didn't even realize quite what it was. I die cut it out and I was like, oh, I picked this up and I said, look at all those hearts left on my board. So fun that you can do something with, the hearts behind it. Really fun. All those little hearts. Love it. So that's one of the, I think this one is just really pretty. And so that's, to me, the best part of this, of the dies, are these just really pretty frames. Okay, so I am going to today use that stamp set and dies, but I'm also going to use these Tea Boutique cards and envelopes, and they are on page 137 because they come with cards and envelopes. That's the name. So those are, I'm going to start with this one. These are in the in colors, and this one is Tahitian Tide. So I'm going to start with this one. And we are going to, since I showed you, I already die cut these out. I'm going to use that one. Look how pretty it is. It's really pretty. And then I'm going to stamp, here it is, the flowers. So let me grab a piece of white and we'll go ahead and just stamp some little flowers.
Everyone's being real quiet in the chat today, so...
Maybe they're freezing.
I know.
In Minnesota, it's cold. It's what, 30 today? I wanted to plug in my...
There's frost out in the yard.
Make sure I plug in my watch. Yeah, there's frost in the yard. It's like 30 degrees. So, aren't those pretty? And you could use them this way, or you can turn them around and use them that way. Either way, actually, one thing, as I'm looking at it right now, the other thing that would be really pretty is to do something like this with some words in the middle. That would sure be nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then these are going to get colored. And since I'm using the Tahitian Tide, I'm not going to color all of them, but I'm going to give you a little taste of using my Stampin' Blends. I love, love, love the Stampin' Blends because they blend. That's the name.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Paula.
Hi, friends. And I'm just going to color a little bit here. This is Daffodil. And another one I'm going to color in pink. This is Polished Pink. Light Polished Pink.
Morning, Diane.
It's almost a little bit fluorescent. It's pretty. And since I already have, I actually have colored one. Here it is, that I can use. So That's what I'm going to use. Now, of course, I need something in the middle to stamp some words on, so I'm going to use this. And I just thought that was really pretty. So let's go ahead and stamp our words, and then we'll come back and assemble the whole thing. I don't think I brought over an envelope, but the envelopes, they're sitting on the table if you so desire. They are, yeah, they're really pretty. Can you also grab sweet sorbet? Since he's going, might as well get two things for one, right? All right, thank you with all my heart. Ooh, that did not come out well. Let's, sometimes I find the first time I stamp something, it doesn't come out well. Huh, I wonder if it's this pad. I did return my pad at one point. There we go, it's getting better. I don't know if that ever happens to you, that when you, I think I'm gonna go with black because that's making me a little nervous there. Sometimes you have to stamp a few more times, but I'm gonna go with black. There, oh, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go right on top of this with the black, and then we'll have a double, there we go. Ooh, look at that, like a little double effect there with a little bit of blue behind it. Just exactly what I wanted.
Hey,
All
Tanya.
right. And as you can tell, I often use scraps, which this was stuck in with a scrap, obviously. Let's go ahead and make sure all our little pieces are out. Yes, they are. So I'm going to go ahead and glue using our, I like to use my my
Silicone sheet.
silicone sheet. I love that. Oh, look, see, that was another one. That's all good. That's how I reuse some things.
Oh, wow. Sandy drove 15 hours yesterday.
Oh boy, where'd you go?
That's a lot of driving.
Yeah, where'd you go, Sandy? That is a lot. Where'd you go to? Oof, 15 hours. That's like from here to Denver.
Even a little further. It's 12 hours.
Oh, I always think it's 15. Is it? Anyway, 15 to California? No?
Nope.
All right. Anyway, it's 15 to somewhere. And sometimes when I glue these on, I just stick a block on top of it because I don't want to get my fingers all gluey. So sometimes I can not even believe this. Do you see what just happened?
You just smudged it?
I smudged
kind of wondered.
Really?
I did.
All right. Well, I'm just going to keep going.
All right. It's distressed.
It's distressed. All right. Well, I'm just going to keep going anyway because I'm not going to redo that whole
When
thing.
I saw that block, I was like, I think there's ink on there.
Okay. Well, there is. So there we go. All right. Let's continue on. And if we were like not live, we could just like blot it out or something. I don't know what they do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of this. And I will have to redo that little. And then, you know what? When I redo it, though, I'm just going to stick it right on top of this one. I'm not going to pull that out because it will tear my card. So, but I am going to go ahead and put this in the middle like that. Thank you with all my heart. That's like a 0 for 2. Paper's winning, Lisa's not. All right. And
Cheryl
then
says you're going to put flowers on there anyway.
True. Oh, yeah, true. I still have, anyway. Thank you, Cheryl. Good point. Good point. So we are going to cover up some of it. Some of it is still a little muddy, but that's okay. All right. So I think I'm going to actually pop these up a little bit more. So I sit on top of that. This is like a whole dimensional sheet card. Just kidding. All right.
You mean like all of them?
Yeah, right. So I'm going to cover that up a little bit right there. All right. The other thing I thought would look really pretty are these to add some little bling bling, the fine sparkle adhesive backed gems. And I thought that the blue, I'm not sure if it's made for Tahitian tide, but it sure does match well. So do you think I could put them all the way around and cover it up?
Paula says, sorry, but I do stuff like this all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Nice to see some of the best have these days too.
Yep, apparently so do I. Of course I do. You just don't usually see it. See, that's the difference. So I was going to do that. And then I was thinking how fun if we put a few gems in here. Might be a lot, but that's okay. I'm going to go for it. Why not? This card is
bling is bling.
Bling is bling. I'm going to stick with the same color and just stick some in the flowers. Bling is bling. Let's grab that one right there. And one more little one right there. We are all good with lots of bling. Gee, who would like this card? I'll send it to you. Oh, I guess I need one over there too. Then. Nice. It is. I think I got a little carried away here with my bling bling, but
I don't think so.
No?
No.
All right.
I think you're looking good.
So there we go. Just kidding. No, so there we have. And it's such a simple, it really was a simple card because the card is already made and then just die cutting that out. I do have one more to show you, so that one we'll be more careful with. So there's the first one. Dave, do you have an announcement? Please rescue me.
I do. Obviously, Lisa is, let me get to my right spot here. Share.
Ooh, I'll put this over here so you can look at that instead of looking at
There we go.
the supplies. There you
All
go.
right, so Lisa's featuring the Fitting Florets collection. This is something that's going to be in the new January to June catalog, but you can order it now, and you can order some of these pieces right now while they are in stock. So here is for the whole collection, where you would get the dies, both stamp sets, the designer series paper. I mean, how amazing is that? Two
Those
stamp
dies
sets,
are,
and you also get the swirly gems. So if we go back and look, you can also obviously get the pieces. Again, some of it is while supplies last. The stamp sets and the dies will be the
yes,
dies, right? Yes.
stamp
All of a
set, the
sudden,
dies, and
I
the
paused.
gold little swirlies will be in the new catalog.
But the designer series paper is while supplies last. So it is beautiful. It is something I would suggest getting. And that is just something for you to take a look at. So Fitting Florets, I will put a link in the chat.
After you put that link in, would you go grab the gold swirlies? Because they are super, super cool, and I did not bring them over.
You bet.
Thank you. All right. Let's try again. So here's this, I said this comes in the in color. So this is Sweet Sorbet. Do you want to grab the envelopes on the table too, just to show how beautiful? Oh, yeah, I already brought them. Excuse me. Here are some envelopes. You can see how they're just so pretty with the little flowers. And I thought those flowers kind of match. So, all right, let's try again. So I actually die cut out this out of Poppy Parade purposely so that it's a little darker than the Sweet Sorbet. So I'm just going to pop out some of these. And I'm guessing the reason these are here, and I'm actually going to look and see. Nope. Sometimes the reason they're there is because the other times I've die cut, they are, there's little bits of paper stuck in the die. But in this case, no. All right. And this time, shocker, I am going to use not glue. I am just going to use on the other side my regular adhesive, and I'm going to call it good because I am not going to do that again. That's all right, right? Okay. So this one, I'm going to sit right behind here like that.
Did not see the gems.
That's okay. And then, of course, we could, you can layer if you just want the outside. That's pretty. And you could layer, 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 layer. You could do tons of layers. So let's just look. You could do that. You could do just this. So many options. Could do this just in the same color. You could do this and then this. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this one in because we want to add a little bit of flowers too. I'm going to stick this one in just like that. I love when you cut one thing, die cut one thing and several cut out. I feel like that's like a twofer. This one I am going to just stamp in Memento Black and how about Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday? We might need to do it up. I kind of want to do it side. Nope, that'll work. Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday. I like that one. It's a really pretty stamp here. All right, there we go. Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday. Make sure my block is clean. It's all good, right? That's the thing about being live, right? You just have to do what you have to do. Here is a matte, which I didn't use last time, but because this is photopolymer, it does come out better on a matte. So, what? Dave's giving me the yep, I agree. All right, let's make sure that looks good. Sure does. Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday. Beautiful. So funny when you stamp. Sometimes I stamp one thing, I'm like, oh, great. Which just makes me laugh because it's a small stamp. All right, the other thing I'm going to stamp is I'm going to stamp, as I bring that back in, the one single little flower. So there's a single flower, there's several singles. There's these two right here. There's also that nice gathering and then this nice gathering right here. So I'm going to bring in that single flower again, stamp it in Memento Black, like that. And then when I die cut it out, of course, I get that. So here's what I was thinking though. I was like, how fun would this be if this had, what if I die cut the leaves, these leaves right here, in vellum? I was like, what if I die cut those in vellum? How pretty would that be? So I did. And I did double layer because I can, right? You can do double layer. I thought, how pretty would that be? Just a little light and then our one flower in the middle. So I'm going to grab my mat so I can kind of poke out some of these. There we go. Or we could leave them. You know, it doesn't really matter. You could always leave them in. It still gives a nice texture. And there we go. Sometimes I just flick them. That comes out too. Let's try that with this one. Sometimes I just flick. Pull those apart. The top layer, you can see it's all cut out. The bottom layer has the, yeah, that's my method when you're not watching me. I flick. All right. We'll just go ahead and pop some of those out. But I think the vellum is just really, really pretty. I thought that would be a fun. There we go. All right, so how pretty. I think I need to attach this one because if I don't attach it, I'm going to keep moving it all around. And I want to be able to build on top and under it. Okay.
And that mat that Lisa was just using is the one that comes with the take your pick brush tip. So if it's the one that you can use the brush to get the little pieces out, or you can just use it that way. So that's the little foam pad that comes with the take your pick die brush tip.
Thanks. Yeah, and the take your pick, I use it all the time if you don't notice that. And then you can use, of course, the brush end, like Dave just said. Let's see here. So this one's going to go this way. So they sit on top like that. Little bit of glue. This glue is coming out really fast. That's part of my issue at the moment here. But there we go. Like that. Do not put a block on top of this one.
No.
No. And I was actually going to do a couple to make it. I don't know. What do you think? Might be too much. We'll see. Thoughts?
Yep.
Yep, those are his thoughts. All right, let's see if we lay this on top.
Is there anything else going on there?
Yeah, the flower is going to go here, right there. But I didn't know. Well, let's put the flower on first. You can see I just kind of thought about it in my head, and that's always a little dangerous, but it's okay. All right, here's what we're going to do for the flower. I am going to use my sweet. Can you just grab me the sweet sorbet marker? I'm so sorry. Thank you, love. So I thought I had it, and I don't. And I also die cut out a little piece of vellum in the flower because I wanted to show you, and I don't know if you have done this before with my little mat here.
You mean the blends or the markers?
Blends will be fine. So I am going to use this other end. We have options right now. That's part of what's going on, not that end. I am going to use another one comes with this, which I really don't use very often, but let me see real quickly here if we can find it. No, it's all right. It's the little pokey end. I'm just going to use this though. So if you color this in white, or color, not white, if you press on it, let me grab my other mat here. It's all good. Press on this in white. So when you get your take your pick, it also comes with this with two balls on either end. So you could do exactly what I'm doing right now with an actual little tool with the ball on the end. So I didn't know if you can do this. How fun you can make it like white. That. So when you look on this side, you've got a little white flower instead of just going to add a little bit more here instead of just a colored flower with the vellum. It's kind of fun to do that.
If you burnish it.
Oh, burnish. Is that my word?
Yeah.
Burnish. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that word, but I know that's what it is. Maybe it sounds too much like burn to me. I'm not sure. Anyway, so this could sit right here, which I think is very pretty. But how about if we color this and put it under it? Let's take a look and see what that would look like. So this is in our sweet sorbet. And I do love the blends.
And that's the dark sweet sorbet blend.
Yeah, I'm not a real big color. Like I would never just sit and color, but I do love these. And I think it's because I can do some shading. I can make them look really, really pretty. So I can go back and add, I'm going to switch tips. Go back and add a little bit here on the edges to make the edges a little bit darker just by going over it.
Jan said you could use a stylus or like from the
Yes,
scoreboard.
exactly right. That's exactly right, Jan. Thanks.
Jan,
sorry. That's exactly right. So lots of options. We could put the flower. We could put the vellum. We could do some, I don't think we'll do a combination of both since I colored it. But what do you think, Dave? Vellum
I
or
like the color.
You like the color? Okay, let's pop that on there. I just thought the vellum little leaves were kind of a soft, light touch. I thought they looked really pretty. All right, so let's see how we want to put that on. Turn. There's always some way that to me looks upright. All right, and of course we're going to add a gem. Why wouldn't we, right? Because we can. And I'm going to go back to those same gems because there is that fun little pinky color. And I'm going to put a big one. I could do a different color, but I'm going to do this one. I think I have another one underneath, which is causing me problems. There we go. Right there. And we could add some more if we want, but we added a lot on the other one. I don't know. What do you think? I'm kind of indecisive this morning. Can you tell? I made a little splotch there, so I'm going to cover that up. I'm going to go ahead and add 3. Why not? Right. 3, one there, and a bigger one up here. I love shiny things, so I think pull it way out there. All right, there we are. So trying to show off to you these florets. You know, I'm looking at this flower. I'm like, well, that definitely needs Wink of Stella, because why does it? Anything that is solid needs a little shimmer on it. So there you go.
Nice.
Can't really see the shimmer so much, but so there we have it. Just simple. Well, they're simple, but you have to die cut some flowers. So anyway, I thought that was really fun just to use the pre-made cards. And then, like I said, this die, this background die is just so very, very pretty. So that's what I have. Dave, do you have anything else?
Sure. One other thing, you've probably seen it on our Facebook page, and that is, sorry, I have to, thought I had my thing ready to go.
All right.
We have coming up our crafter retreat.
Mm-hmm.
We have not done one since before COVID, and so we do have one coming up. So right now what we're saying is letting you know it's going to be January 20th to the 22nd. Along with that, you are going to get your lodging, your crafting space, your meals, all your meals, snacks, 3 make and takes. We'll have some optional add-on classes. Right now, all we're asking is that you say, yes, I am interested, and put down a $100 fully refundable deposit. I will tell you that I am 99% sure I have secured our location. It is 1 hour east of the Twin Cities. So there is space there. And as I've mentioned before, just some of the details, you will not have to share a bed with everyone. Everyone will have their own bed. We will have different configurations of bedrooms, you know, with 1 or more beds. But right now, if you are interested and those dates work for you, go ahead, put down your $100 fully refundable deposit. Within the next couple of weeks, I'll be getting all of the details out once we're 100% on the site and our costs, so we can tell you what those final costs will be. And like I said, at that point, either you say, yep, I'm in, or you say, nope, I don't think so, and we will send you back your $100. So
there you go.
That is where we're at on the retreat.
All right. Thanks. Look what I'm doing. While he's talking, I'm like, yeah, that's just going to bug me. So I was just cutting one, going to tuck it under, cover it up, and I will put that picture in the chat. Look at that. So then it's going to be just fine. All right, friends. Well, thanks for joining us, and I hope that you have a wonderful Saturday. I'll just hold those up so you can see those as well. Have a great day. If you haven't had a chance to look at this stamp set online, take a look. They have lots of samples, as Dave showed you. So, all right, friends, I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Happy stamping.